look for pro-life and religious freedom legislation to be on the back burner during the General Assembly's Fall Veto Session.
The bottom line is elections matter.
Lawmakers are expected to focus much of their attention on efforts to make permanent the current 5% personal income tax rate that's scheduled to roll back to 3.75% in January. Conservative Republican State Representative Tom Morrison tells IllinoisFamily.org News that making the Democratic-approved tax hike permanent will hurt families.
4 years ago, the state passed a massive income tax increase, the biggest in state history, which equated to about 1 week's pay for the average Illinois family. So an extra week's pay went down to Springfield rather than remaining at home for families to decide how to spend that money, whether on groceries, on home or car payment, on education costs, clothing, whatever. We need to put more money back in the hands of Illinois families.
The scheduled January tax rollback is expected to cost the state government $4 billion on an annual basis. Meantime, Governor-elect Bruce Rauner, who campaigned on phasing out the entire increase, suggests that action on taxes and other big issues should be taken after he takes office in January and the new legislature sworn in. Suburban Republican State Representative Jeanne Ives maintains the tax increase should sunset as designed.
Families deserve that money. They should decide what to do with it, and the state has taken in $31 billion and can still not pay its bills. Again, we have not captured the spending efficiencies that need to happen in Illinois. We just have added more programs.
While the November election will bring more conservatives to Springfield, Democrats will retain control of supermajorities in the Illinois House and Senate. That could block pro-life bills, including one backed by Representative Morrison. His legislation would require abortion clinics to meet higher standards to better ensure the safety of women patients.
We need to continue to push the issue. Obviously, it's an important issue year-round. But we just don't have the numbers to get our pro-life bills out of committee. I introduced 2 bills back early in the spring, but we could not get them out of committee, so we're not likely to see that.
While lawmakers deal with other issues, Representative Morrison and Representative Ives, as well as other opponents of Illinois' same-sex marriage law, maintain that new legislation is needed to protect religious freedom and freedom of conscience rights.
Well, obviously that was a concern of ours when that Senate Bill 10 was being debated and discussed, and then when it ultimately passed. So we're going to continue to raise the issue, those of us who are in the conservative caucus, because it's very, very important to protect the religious freedom rights of individuals, organizations, and businesses.
You have hit a very touchy topic, and it's touchy because having passed the homosexual marriage bill just recently, we don't know the full effect of it yet. We're starting to get an idea about what can possibly happen. We've seen what's happened in other states, but it's still so new in Illinois that I don't think anybody, given the actual drain on resources that need to be put towards fixing our financial problems, are going to have any wherewithal to bring up bills related to dampening down or boosting up religious freedom. And that's just, I'm just trying to tell you the truth here. I think there's no appetite for it yet. What's going to happen is the court system is going to actually have to decide that as well in Illinois. There's going to have to be court cases before there's legislation on this, unfortunately.
Outgoing Governor Pat Quinn says he'll press for an increase in the minimum wage before he leaves office. The lame duck General Assembly session could see a push for relaxed marijuana laws, for the expansion of gambling, and for passage of the Equal Rights Amendment. For IllinoisFamily.org News, I'm Monty Larrick.
This has been brought to you by the Illinois Family Institute, promoting marriage, family, life, and liberty in the land of Lincoln. For more information, go to IllinoisFamily.org.